Senator Joe Griffo joining us on the telephone right now on the Talk of the Town. How are you, Senator?
Good morning, Dave. Good morning, Jay. And I believe Sam might be there.
Yes, she's actually over in the producer booth right now. But nonetheless, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. How much of your shopping is done?
Merry Christmas to both of you, to all of you. Dave, I don't even want to admit that right now, but there's still much to do. And my wife does a lot of it, so I really am very fortunate. But there's still some things to do, and I've got to find some time. So I will be out there invigorating our local economy very shortly.
I'm in the same boat, Joe. Maybe we could team up and just go tackle it later together. Get it done.
That would be a great thing, to have a partnership. I used to do that as growing up all the time. When getting out of college and everything, we'd go out with a bunch of friends and everything. The problem is we'd spend time in different places as we were contemplating what to buy. You know what I'm talking about, Dave, right? And by the time I'm going, it was like, wow.
Congressman Richard Hanna making the announcement he's vacating that seat. And what are your thoughts on that before we dig into that issue?
Well, while I think his decision was not unexpected from some of the comments he had made in the last few months, but it was somewhat unanticipated. Richard is a very principled man who had hold true to very strong ideals, a very successful businessman, family man, very generous in the community, philanthropically. So I think he has served our community well. He has always been actively engaged. I understand the reasons he has given and respect that. That is a very difficult decision, but yet a very important decision in a person's life. And so I just want to thank him for his service. And as I said, I've known Richard before he was elected to Congress. We're friends. He's a good man, and I just want to say thank you and wish him the very best to him and his family.
All right. Maybe you heard the clip of Tony Picenti that we played as we welcomed you to the show.
I didn't have a chance to hear anything, actually, Dave, right now. I'm not sure why, but the first thing I heard was you saying hi to me. So.
Okay, well, we had the Oneida County executive on yesterday, and he admitted that he's contemplating a run for that particular congressional seat, and it's rumored in the OD and elsewhere that you might be doing the same. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I obviously with the opening in the congressional seat, there will be a lot of soul searching done by a lot of people. I don't think you'll see any shortage of candidates considering, or individuals considering, the possibility. And yes, I am one of those individuals right now. I've been fortunate throughout my life to have committed my life to public service and served in elective office. I now hold this position in the state Senate. It's a responsibility that I take seriously and I enjoy. I've been honored to hold, but this prospect of continuing that type of service at a different stage is one that I just could not ignore. I've had a lot of conversations and phone calls over the last 48 hours from individuals, both in the private sector and the public sector at various levels, both here locally as well as across the state and nationally, actually. Interesting conversations. There's just a lot of factors to weigh, Dave, as I look at this right now, but I definitely am considering it. I will take time over the holidays to consult with my family, friends, and individuals that I respect, that I have turned to time in and time again as I try to make decisions in my career, and so it's not easy. And as you indicated, I think you have some good people that have already indicated that they're interested in at least considering this. The county exec, the assembly members, there are some business people in different parts of the district, other elected officials. I only go by what I've read initially. So this is going to be obviously a very focused race nationally. I think it will get a lot of attention. I think that's some of the things that as you look back historically, when all of the national organizations get involved, it tends to take on a different life. But at this point in time, I think a lot of people will be taking a look at this, and and we'll see how it all unfolds and evolves.
Senator Joe Griffo at 100.7 FM WUTQ. You mentioned some of those other possibilities there. Would you consult with them, or would you make your decision independent of the knowledge as to whether they would run or not?
That's a great question, Dave. And I think I will have conversations with a lot of people, including individuals who may have expressed their interest. In the end, it all comes down to an individual having to really examine each and every aspect of what it means to the individual. So that's going to be very important, as I said, and a number of factors will come into play as you weigh that consideration. But I will also have those conversations, and that is a component of consideration from my perspective, at least, to see what's happening and how it evolves. But in the end, just like the race itself, in my opinion, it's really an individual decision. And when I have run for office, I have always not run against someone, but I've run for the office and tried to present myself much in the same manner as I would if I consider to do this. About this is my ability, this is the energy that I possess and could commit to the position, and do I and what will I advocate and always articulate as ideas to what I believe. I mean, there's some great challenges that are facing our country, as well as we talk about the regional concerns we've had and our state issues. But there are some serious issues that will require our uncommitted attention and energy, and whoever ultimately is selected and elected by the people. So there are a lot of things that come into consideration as this process unfolds.
I think another thing to take in consideration, Joe, your current seat, your Senate seat, and it's interesting that, the Senate and the congressional primaries happen different months apart. This gives you the opportunity to still hold the seat that you currently have as a senator and run for this congressional seat while doing so. Is that something that you've looked at? And then maybe the other factor of your idea of running for this congressional seat, who may run for your Senate seat?
Well, that's going to be. That's why this is going to be great media opportunities right now to continue to look at all of this. It's almost like we're in Vegas now, right? When you start looking at the board. I really don't want to speculate right now on anyone or anything for any race, but you raise a good point, Jay, in the fact of the primary season, and those are also decisions that have to come into consideration, or factors that come into consideration too. I do enjoy this job. I believe I have been have done well in the job and done my best to represent the people who have expressed their confidence in me. So yeah, it's tough. This is not, for me, it's not an easy thing because I enjoy what I'm doing, but I also see an opportunity where I may have that same approach that I can take that I've had at whatever level of government to try to confront challenges that I believe need to be confronted in a manner in which I believe we need to work. I don't like the finger pointing and the name calling. I think really the people of our country deserve better, and there's just so many critical issues. So there's just so much to weigh. It's so early right now, so I'm not trying to be evasive in any way. It's just that this is really what goes into the decision-making process. It is a unique opportunity, and it is definitely worthy of consideration and examination. And as I indicated to you earlier, I believe I have that ability, the energy and dedication and ideas that I can present, or I wouldn't even be considering this. But there are just so many factors from my perspective that go into ultimately reaching a final decision. And I know we have some time, not a lot of time, but we're fortunate that over the holidays that I can have that chance to think introspectively, as well as to have those conversations and discussions with a variety of people.
All right. Well, best of luck grappling with that decision, and have a great holiday.
Yeah, Merry Christmas to all of you. I hope you really get to enjoy it, and thanks so much for what you do on a regular basis to make our community such a special place.